Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome back to my channel, the Only Lauren channel. I am the lovely Lauren, and I'm also kind of icy. Yeah, but I didn't attend Icy University, so anyway, sweet. So today's lecture, I'm going to talk about how I taught myself calculus from basically not knowing any maths, not at all, but like not enough, and how you can too. And this is basically a Mars and Capricorn special, because Mars and Capricorn tends to be this maniacal, and honestly, I don't actually talk about this story enough because I am a Capricorn stellium, and I'm just not doing enough to me in my mind. Okay, so basically with having Mars and Capricorn and Capricorn stelliums in general basically just makes it makes your determination so heavy that people can actually feel your intentions. You're almost like bending space-time to the direction that you're trying to go. And also, in my opinion, Capricorn is top tier, obviously right next to Aquarius, because in my opinion, because of the abilities, the ability to focus on oneself to achieve a goal and to be goal oriented, as opposed to being into taking down others for the sake of your own needs and necessities. And I think wanting to have these goals is a great way of contributing to humans on the next level of evolution. I think that's a really great level of. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how it's done and how I taught myself calculus, okay? So on a regular Mars and Capricorn day, you tune and tuck. So just as a little interjection, one time an old Asian guy came out of the day, you know, I was in the park, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you have so much discipline. That's very good. You have so much discipline." I was like, "Thank you." I would go out every day and work out, so that's just it. But anyway, so you want to start out light, especially if you're unfamiliar with the goal at hand. You want to start out very light and just a little bit at a time. You don't want to overwork your mind. You don't want to overstress yourself, because that's what will make you fail and crumble. Basically just a little bit, not too much pressure, and then you start up over time. You want to keep that momentum going. Now, I wouldn't say that this is particularly what I did as far as learning calculus goes. I would say I hopped right in that hole. Basically, I had already been taking advanced level physics in the previous semester with only a little bit of algebra knowledge, since I only took algebra 2 in high school. So I had already been in the pits of pure hell and confusion as far as maths go before I learned calculus. So what had happened was I wasn't even qualified to take calculus in that moment. And so what had happened was one of the other physics students, my colleagues from that department, let me know. We were just, you know, communicating, and she told me that she was able to register for the class with no problem, and she really didn't even qualify for the class as well. So I was like, I'll do that. And the next thing that happened to me that I just felt like always like a complete blessing, like just completely lucky, was like a friend offered to pay me to take her calculus class for the semester. So basically I was learning calculus on the fly. And then another thing was I was also co-registered with one of the lowest math classes of the university that you can take. I think it was maybe algebra 1. It was super basic. It was algebra base, you know, the foundations of algebra, but it was super basic. So basically I would get up every morning at 5 a.m. and I would do the most basic algebra or math course and get that one out of the way and get my refresher in. So I would just start up those juices for the day and like refresh any rules and anything that I would miss that could potentially be missed in the more advanced classes. That's what I would use that startup for, like a stretch. And on top of that, like in the middle of the day, I was taking my advanced physics courses. So basically I was doing what I did before, but I started off small. I did it within the course of a day, not over time. And the reason I felt like I could do this is because, you know, I do have, I want to say, higher intelligence. I pick up very quick. Like if I hear one sentence in another language, I would be able to repeat it back. I've never heard this language before and understand it. So I'd be like, you know, I feel like I could do that. If I spill drink on my clothes, I can do that. It don't matter because I'm buying me some boats, I can do that. And for those advanced level physics courses, I was sort of using Chegg as a guide through study. I love using solutions because like I feel like, oh, I did the solution. Like when I did the homework, ooh, I did the homework so good. Like when I look at the solutions, like, oh yeah, I did that. I did it better though. That's how I ended up not doing no work. So I was like, I did it better than you. My professor was like, no you didn't. Go back to the drawing board. I need the proof. That is the proof. I gave you the proof. That's not all the proof. I need more proof than that. Yeah, girl. You can't use intuition up in here. What you thinking? So, Chegg, I'm not getting paid for this advertisement. Chegg is your friend. And the new Chegg Math Helpers teaches you how to work a problem step by step by step. That is the most amazing thing ever. That's the most amazing thing anyone could ever ask for when it comes to math problems. So back to how I was still sustaining teaching myself calculus, I would go to the math tutoring center religiously, like out of this world. Like I would never not skip a day. I'll be there hours at a time because I was like, I need to get this. I need to know it, okay? So by the time I did all of that combined together, so by the time the semester was over, I knew a little bit of calculus. I was a little, a little bit of a G. A little, I was a hardy little G. And then another thing, I would like to practice my problems over and over and over until I got them perfect. I just like to practice them over and over and over until I got them perfect. So by the time summer had rolled around was when I officially enrolled in the calculus class. I was able to manage pretty okay. I wouldn't say like I breezed through the class. That would be an understatement or overstatement for sure. But instead of climbing a mountain, I definitely took the stairs that time. But the best way, if I had to recommend, I would definitely say, and this is my best opinion on how to teach yourself calculus, read and take notes outside of class. Teach yourself calculus outside of class. It's less pressure and you have 100% more time to dedicate to it. And basically you don't have to worry about all the proof in order to make sure that your problems are correct, your problems are right. You can just focus on learning the material. When you do get into it and you start in that class, you'll kind of, you'll feel good. Like, them physics problems won't, take you out. They won't. So that is the power of Mars in Capricorn. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and share this video and buy my book Quintessence on Amazon for the millionth time. See you, Earthlings. Bye.